Okay, hello everyone. Here we are back in my studio for our weekend video. Unfortunately, there's no football this weekend. Well, there's football, there's international football, there's no Premier League, which is an absolute killer, really, isn't it? International football's all right, in my opinion. I don't mind it when it means something. Do you know what I mean? Like the Euros, World Cup, but when it's kind of pointless games. I know they're supposed to mean something, but they've changed the format now, so they're like the Nations Leagues and all that. It's supposed to mean something, but for me, no, I'd rather the Premier League was on. What do you think? Would you rather there was Premier League? Do you enjoy the international football? I know England won. We beat Greece 3-0 convincingly, 3-0 the other night, Thursday night. But what do you guys think? What's your thoughts and opinions on that? Having the international break now at this time in the season. Do you like the break? Some Evertonians did say to me, at least we get a week off, which is fair enough as well, isn't it? A little week off away from it, especially the last few weeks. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'd rather we were still playing, to be honest with you. I'd rather we were playing this weekend. But let me know your thoughts. So, coming up on today's video, we're going to go over Everton. It's an Everton channel, football channel, but mainly Everton. So I'm going to go over, just have a little chat about Everton recently and what we've got coming up, Everton-wise. So, yeah, we'll have a little look at that. And I also visited a local football team, a local youth team recently, Morton FC. So we're going to have a little look at them as well, a little look at a training session with them. Okay, let's get into it. Right, okay, just a little intro there, remind you who I am and what's going on. So, Everton, let's look at Everton. Let's have a little chat about Everton and what's going on. Last two games, I started doing a live watch-along. I chose a bad time for that, didn't I? Southampton first, 1-0 defeat away at Southampton. That was an awful result. The Southampton game, though, as well, what I found is that we gave them far too much respect. We let them play. We gave them the ball. Fair play to Southampton. They probably did deserve that. I don't know whether they deserved the 3 points. Perhaps we did deserve something away there. But we gave them far too much respect. You know, going away to Southampton down at St Mary's. We've got to go at them. We've got to keep playing football, in my opinion, and we've got to show our strength. You know, we've got to put them to the sword down there, and we didn't. We let them play too much, and you could see it coming. You could see that goal coming. The worst thing was, though, Beto had come on, hadn't he, and hit the bar off that header. He'd come on, got that header, hit the bar, and then he also scored a belter goal as well, which was ruled out VAR, wasn't it? VAR. It was, as Dyche said in his press conference, VAR's VAR, and it was offside. What can you do? It was so tight, though. It was like a hairline, wasn't it? But the lines are the lines, I suppose. But yeah, that was the worst thing. Beto hits the bar, and they go up the other end and score. And it was in the centre of the goal as well. So that's the only other thing. I think Pickford, and I don't knock Pickford at all. I think he's a fantastic player for us, but maybe he could have done better at that goal. We come away from Southampton, though, no points at all. And then we go away to West Ham. Got a West Ham flag there. These flags are picked by random, by the way. Everton corner here, but just random flags. Wrexham, signed Wrexham top, Southampton top. There's Aston Villa there, like I say, random. Anyway, we played West Ham away, and we played better. We definitely, it was like the way we turned up at West Ham was the way I wanted us to turn up at Southampton, showing a lot more. We had a lot more possession of the ball. We were a lot more forceful, even off the ball. We were chasing it more. We were better. We were the better team. And in my opinion, I think we deserved the points, the 3 points at West Ham. If anybody was gonna get a winner there, it should have been us. Then we let West Ham into it, and that's the problem with us. We played well for large parts, and then we did let them into it. The end of the first half, they had a couple of chances, close chances, and then the second half was more even. Like the first half was all us really. The second half was more even. Beto, come on, he got more minutes. And I thought the one thing I will say, I've been the past few weeks, you'll have seen, I do say about Calvert-Lewin, and I feel sorry for the lad. I think he tries his best up there, and it's really difficult for him being up there on his own with not much service, really, not much good service, really. But West Ham away, he did get some service. There was some chances where he should have got in front of the defender, I thought, and he could have done more. He could have definitely been there, worked harder to get there in front of the defender. I think so. What I've seen recently is that a lot of people, I've been saying on my live chat as well, my live video when I was doing the live watch-alongs, a lot of people were saying we should be starting Beto, and I was saying no. I was saying I don't think we should, to be honest. I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin he's definitely got it. He works really hard for the team, and I feel sorry from this, that, the other. I think he'll get a couple of goals soon. Judging by that last performance at West Ham, I'm starting to change my mind. I think Beto is more hungry for it. He looks more hungry to get in there and create something and just make something happen. So I don't know. Love your thoughts on that, please. Look, as many thoughts and opinions on that as we can. Should Everton be starting Beto up front, or should we stick with Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front? We've also got soon, we'll have Broja will be back. He's training with the team at the moment. Light training, he was, but obviously there's the international break now, so by the time we play Brentford next week, Broja might be ready to get some minutes. That's going to put Dominic Calvert-Lewin under more pressure. I wouldn't for a minute say we should throw Broja straight in there. That would be awful to do on Beto when Beto's come on, done things, tried hard, waited for his time to play. So, but you never know if Broja starts getting minutes as well. Beto's working hard. He's showing that he's eager and hungry for it. Broja comes on and does something. Where might that leave Dominic Calvert-Lewin? I really like the lad, Calvert-Lewin, I really do. And I hope for him that he does start getting some goals and getting on the end of things, or creating as well. It's the other argument as well. A lot of people have been saying about 4-4-2. We should have two of the big lads up front, Beto and Calvert-Lewin. Against Fulham, it was, I think, pretty sure against Fulham, when we drew 1-1, Beto got the goal late on. That come from, we started creating things. He actually put Michael Keane up front with Beto. I think somebody had to go off. I think Dwight McNeil had to go off, I think. So he brought Branthwaite on and he pushed Keane up front. We had two big lads up front there, and they were winning things when they were knocking it on to each other. Is there an argument for us to play two up front and try getting those balls up to one of the big lads who can knock it down to the other, have somebody running past? Or do you prefer us having somebody just playing just behind, like Decore or McNeil playing behind the forward? Again, food for thought, isn't it? Let me know what you guys think on that. The worst thing is for us, we're sitting down there thinking 16th. So we had Fulham, Southampton and West Ham, and we were hoping for points there, hoping for some decent points out of those games. They're the games that we need to pick up points from. And we only picked up 2. 1 point against Fulham, 1 point against West Ham, none against Southampton. Devastatingly. We've then got, coming up, I'm going to look over there because I have wrote them down so I don't get them wrong. We've got Brentford at home. Hopefully we'll do something there, right? But that's a tough game, Brentford at home. Then we've got Man United away, and they will have, I'm not in charge of them by then. I think that's his name, isn't it? Then we've got Wolves at home. But Wolves are right down there, but they've started to try and show things. They got their first win, didn't they? Last week, so they're starting to push. And I don't think Wolves will go down, by the way. I think they will start climbing the table. So that could be troublesome for us. We've then got Liverpool at home. Big game, massive game, the derby, of course. But it's a really tough one, as we all know, unfortunately. Arsenal away. Chelsea at home. Man City away. Nottingham Forest at home. And Forest are doing well. They're in 5th, but they were in 3rd at one point last week, I think. So that's a tough run. Let me just say that quickly. Okay, so Brentford, Man U, Wolves, and then Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Forest. That's December. Okay, the Brentford game is November, but Man U is the 1st of December. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games throughout like December, and they're really tough games. So where do you think our points are going to come from in December? We've got to have our eyes on the United game at home, United away, Brentford at home. Got to have our eyes on Wolves at home. Do we eye the Liverpool game at home to get some points? You know, they're tough games though, aren't they? We've got a tough run. The other thing that has been said quite a lot is Dyche Out. Dyche Out. What's everybody's thoughts on that? I'm really on the fence with it. I really don't know. To say like Dyche Out, I think you need to be saying, well, who in then? Who comes in? Because you can't just be like, get rid of the manager. You've got to have somebody there ready. You've got to have an idea of who's going to take over. People have branded around like names like David Moyes. That's just not for me, that one at all. I think that's going backwards. There were a reason why the West Ham fans want him out. He'd won them a trophy as well, that European trophy. Yet the West Ham fans still weren't happy. They weren't happy with the style of play. So who else? Mourinho has been spoken about, hasn't he? With the new guys, Friedkin Group, hopefully taking over. Hopefully that'll go through soon. But yeah, again, thoughts, please, guys. Thoughts on that. What would you think about Dyche Out? Is that what you want? Right now, I'd say no, for me. But he's treading on thin ice with his tactics. Struggles to change anything. Struggles to change a game when we're in it. Mind you, I say that, but he did bring Beto on in the Fulham game, and Beto scored, and Beto got a goal at Southampton. Okay, offside, very marginally. But yeah. Thoughts, please. Thoughts, everybody. So that's it on Everton. I'll be at the Brentford game. I was considering whether to do a live watch along again for the Brentford game, because a lot of you seem to like the Southampton and West Ham ones. So yeah, let me know if you prefer me to do that. But I think the going to the game for a vlog, match day vlog, will be what I'll be doing there. Fingers crossed we get the points against Brentford. Moving on. I said at the start I visited a local team. So what I want to do, my idea and vision here is we always talk Premier League football, of course, and professional football, but I've got an idea about giving the young kids, the grassroots teams, a bit of airtime, talking to them, going to see them, see some training sessions and that. And it's just an idea of mine. So what I've done to put the idea in motion, I went to a local club that I sponsor. I'll put a picture up somewhere of the team. So I did reach out to them because I sponsor them. So they were the first team I thought I'd reach out to and ask if I could maybe pop along, talk to a couple of the coaches. So let me just read you out a vision statement from them. It is Morton Football Club, by the way. So I'm just going to read out from their website. So excuse me for not looking at the camera, but they do say that their mission is to ensure they offer football for boys and girls of all footballing abilities in our local community from across the Wirral and Merseyside. It also says, because this is a great, it says club identity and ethos, and I really like this, and I found this when I went to see them as well. So I'm just gonna read this. So please bear with me. It'll only take me 1 minute. We require our players and teams to be recognised by a brand of football infused by coaches who are dedicated to educating young players and breeding a style of play. Our playing style and club brand is to be inspired by samba football from South America, to inject flair, excitement and a fun atmosphere around everything we do. At Morton FC, we want to create a coaching environment that allows young players to take risks on a football pitch and to be able to express themselves. We want to coach players that can manage chaos and make decisions for themselves instead of being dependent on a manager, coach or parent doing it for them. I love that. And their motto is, on their badge, it says, Morton Football Club, we do more. I went there last week. I went to one of their training sessions to have a chat with a couple of the coaches, see how the kids get on. Let's have a look at that video now. Okay, so here I am at one of Morton FC's training sessions. I'm just about to head in now, go in and see the kids, have a chat with the coaches. In particular, want to find out how the coaches feel, what it's like being a football coach of a youth team, how much time they have to put into it, what they get out of it as well, and then have a little training session with the kids, see how they get on as well. So yeah, let's get in there, see how we go. Okay, so we're here at Morton. I'm with Martin, one of the coaches. You the head coach of this team?
The Morton Chile under sevens.
Morton Chile under sevens, yeah. It is. Well, there you go. That's what I was going to ask you next. What age group is it? So it's under sevens, yeah?
Yeah, under sevens.
Okay. Yeah. Have you coached them from the start, from when they were like?
Not from the very start, no. So most of the kids have been in the group since the age of 4.
Right, okay.
Including my lad. He started then, and then I took over about 6 months into it once he started.
Yeah.
And they needed a volunteer to be the coach, so
volunteer,
I took the reins, yeah.
Lovely, lovely. What's it like then, being a football coach? Is this the first time you've coached?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an eye opener, yeah. It's time consuming, but it's very rewarding. It's great. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. I was just about to say about the time. You just said it's time consuming there.
Yeah.
How much time do you have to put in? Because I kind of can imagine that you do this on a weeknight.
Yeah.
Have weekend games.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday.
What else do you do?
You've got all the fixture arrangements, referee arrangements for the Sunday league. When there's no fixtures arranged through the league, you've got to arrange friendlies, organising fundraising, like spot the balls for the teams, things like that. Organising kit orders. It's quite a bit goes into it that I didn't think about, that you probably take for granted as when you're in grassroots football as a kid yourself, you don't really think about the extra things that go in.
Exactly, that was my point really, because I know like a lot of people, especially the kids, they turn up and they see you on one night a week or 2 nights a week, and then weekend. And as far as they're concerned, that's all you do to it, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I could imagine there's a lot more than that goes into it.
Just ask me Mrs, she'll tell you exactly how much.
I won't ask her now, I won't put her on this video. What are the challenges do you think there are being a youth football team or a youth coach? Is it, I know the time is one. Are there any other challenges you're up against?
Personally, I've been really lucky because there's such a good support network within Morton Club.
Yeah.
So for example, winter training's all organised for us.
Yeah,
which is a big massive thing.
Yeah, that helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you've got a great support system from like the welfare officers, the chairman, you've got the academy directors, all the lads in the academy, all the other coaches, everyone helps each other tremendously, it's great.
That's fantastic, that's a big help then, because otherwise that would be even more time, wouldn't it? For you, Yeah. What made you choose Morton as a team for your young lad and yourself to come into them?
It was simple really. I think it was one of his classmates was going along, and he really enjoyed it, so just spending time around the academy sessions, speaking to the coaches, I realised they had the correct football philosophy, I bought into that 100%. Just a great environment for the youngsters to grow and develop.
Is it? Yeah, it can obviously get, like, as football as a sport, I think it can get quite competitive, so as you just said there, a football philosophy and something you feel that you can work with is probably really important,
definitely,
isn't it, for you and your lad?
At the end of the day, they're just kids. And
here's one come to see us now. You join in on the interview, mate. Come on then.
Yeah. Do you like Morton Football Club?
Yeah.
Well, mate, go back in there, mate.
That's all right. Well,
come on.
No, that's all right. Well, we'll finish up there anyway, Martin.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for talking to me. Thanks for having me here today. Cheers, mate.
Thanks for having us, and thanks very much for sponsoring our kit. Really appreciate it.
Not a problem whatsoever. I think in a minute we'll do a penalty shootout or something, see if you can all beat Martin in goal, okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm here with Alan, who's also one of the coaches at Morton. Do you do this age group, Alan, or...?
Yes, so I'm a coach of our Morton under 7 12 team, so we're an all-girls team, which we now play on a Sunday in a boys' league. But the girls are actually holding their own and doing really well. They've developed loads over the last 18 months, nearly 2 years now, so they're doing well. And just getting on with it, enjoying themselves, which is obviously what we want to see from the kids, to be fair.
Okay, when you say, so that's an all-girls team playing in the boys' team, is that just how it is it? Or is there not a girls' league for them at the moment?
There is a girls' league as well, but some of our girls already play for the team within that league, we've obviously opted to do on the Sunday to be in the boys' league.
And they're doing all right,
they're doing all right,
fantastic,
they're obviously battling well, doing well, like trying to show everything how we want to build as a club. We're not all about just... obviously, we want them to be an individual player, so be confident on the ball and want them to be able to dribble, take people on, show themselves, express themselves, not panic and just be like, oh, we just got to kick it away. So it is good, and the girls are trying to do that every week, which is obviously good to see.
Must be what Martin mentioned before. He said like the philosophy and that around this club and how they approach football is one of the main things that brought them to it. So is this the first time you've coached in football?
Yes, it's the first time I've coached.
How do you find being a football coach then of a youth team, of a children's
team?
I
actually enjoy it. It does take up a lot of time, but it's a lot of things that I enjoy doing. Obviously, giving back. Obviously, what my time of being playing football myself. So I'm able to give that back to obviously our local community, local kids. Give them the chance what we had when we were little. So it's good to give them the chance to have the love that we've had for obviously.
Absolutely, the mate. Absolutely, love that. That's a great answer, by the way, guys, isn't it? Really good answer. One main thing I wanted to ask you about, Alan, if it's all right, is I found out that you've got something called a Christmas tag appeal.
Yes.
What is that? Can you explain that to me?
So myself, my wife and obviously our 2 kids at the last probably 6 years now have helped out with a Christmas tag appeal, which is where we get a Christmas tag and we put on, like, for a child, say for example a boy aged 7, and he'll give it, and we'll have a couple of presents that they might need so it'll be like pyjamas, chocolates, like small toy, and then we obviously ask the community to help us get that. So we have donations or people that take tags themselves, and then they go away, fill a gift bag, bring it back to us, and then we provide that then to local schools who've give us them list. They'll give us a list of all the kids that need help, and basically it's just to make sure that kids within the local community who wouldn't have got a Christmas present at the time, we're helping them make sure that they get something. And especially with obviously how the economy is going and everyone's struggling now with like obviously the crisis, obviously with money and stuff. It's just a way of us giving back to the community and obviously helping as many people as possible. So last year we actually started it on our own without any help from we're helping with Dunelm, but we've now moved away from them and doing our own local schools, and then that's how we then also come involved with Morton. So Morton Football Club also help us with that.
Morton are helping with that as well.
Yes, so they're also part of that. Here's a good example, obviously, actually, of what I've wanted to sort of the presents that we actually get.
Right, okay. So, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yeah. So we've got like PJs and toys ready. So obviously Morton,
and that was one of the young kids from the club.
As well. Also, obviously the community within the club is also helping us. So last year, obviously the first time we did it on our own with Morton Football Club, we helped 126 children get presents on Christmas, and we also helped 8 families get Christmas dinners. And then this year, it looks like we potentially could be getting towards 200 children this year.
Right.
Again, and then we were doing Christmas dinners again, but obviously the end.
So you need
donations.
Donations, and people taking
like cash, or like if anyone wants to obviously donate just gifts. Obviously we do it from such a young age. We've actually got on the list at the moment there's kids at the age of 1 all the way up to like 16. So anything from that age.
And where can we find you then? Where can we find where can we get your tags, or where can we donate?
So we do have a social page, so that's a Morton Football Club community fundraising page.
Send it to me and I'll share it down here now.
And obviously if you just message that page, we'll get back to you, myself or my wife. And then we can either obviously see if we've got tags. We have got a waiting list for tags, so we're waiting for a couple of schools to come back about that. But once obviously they come back,
that you've got a waiting list for
tags. It's excellent. And again, obviously we're getting such support from the club. Like we've got all the teams within Morton as well who are donating or taking tags or doing a collection per team. So it is a good thing, and it's just us giving back to the community.
It's fantastic. Alan, well, what I'll do, I'll share that, and I'll definitely be in touch to help out with that as well, all right?
Great,
Alan, thanks very much for talking to me.
Cheers,
mate. We're going to finish off here with a penalty shootout. Let's see what the kids can do, What Martin's done, he set them up so they take a penalty, and as they take it, they go and goal. So, learning both aspects of shooting and keeping. So let's see some skills on these little guys, Loads of encouragement. Oh, what a goal. Keeper had a good go there as well. So then the player goes in. Oh, great effort by the keeper as well. Unlucky keeper. Oh, in off the post, I missed that one. Sorry, young lady. Oh, he's just hit it wide. Oh, it's straight in, bottom corner. Oh, he's hit the post and gone wide. No, it's from over there, mate. Oh, straight in. Keeper had a good go. Oh, that's close. That's a close one. Some great penalties there. And they can't stop kicking the ball into the net, can they? So I'm going to finish off there. Give some hats out to them all. Right, kids and coaches, if you're all here, I just want to say a big thank you for taking part tonight. So I'm going to do a little video and put it on YouTube, but it'll be up in like it'll be up in about a week and a half. But your coach will tell you when it's ready, okay? But for taking part, I just want to give you all a little hat to take away, all right? There you go, mate. Here you go. One for you. One for the little man up there. There you go. For taking part. There you go. There you go, Mart. I'll pass one to Alan over there in a minute. You want one too? Okay, go on then. Hold on.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, no problem. Okay, hope you enjoyed that video. It was great to go along to Morton. Thank you to the coaches, Martin and Alan. Thank you very much for that. And all the kids take part. The kids were great. The kids were loving the fact that they're going to be on YouTube. So kids, if you're watching, I'm sure a lot of you have. Hello to you all and thanks for taking part. Kids, you were great. Really, really well behaved kids for their coaches as well. Honestly, I was really impressed at how calm the session went, how in control it went. But I did also see that ethic and ethos that I spoke to you about before I ran the VT did say that they like to give them, what was it, a free playing style. They want to be able to express themselves. We want to coach players that can manage chaos and make decisions for themselves instead of being dependent on a manager. I did see a lot of that whilst I was watching there. I've seen a lot of the freedom of them. They've done a few coaching sessions, but then had them having the freedom of the ball and just getting used to it and running in between each other with the ball. And that, it was great. It was great to watch. The penalty shootout at the end was a good one as well. Passed them all a little hat to have. So yeah, once again, guys, thank you very much for that. Also, you'll have seen I spoke to Alan, who has a Christmas tag appeal that I found out about. It's an absolutely fantastic appeal that him and his family do, and they've been doing for a while. They help local kids and families to ensure they get things at Christmas as well. Perhaps the underprivileged ones might not. And feeding, ensuring that families get Christmas dinner as well. So it's just amazing. Things like that really, really impress me and inspires me as well. So if you want any details on that, pop to Morton Football Club. You'll find them on Instagram. Pop there, look up Christmas Tag Appeal. I'll have also shared the link in the video as well. Or reach out to me and I will put you in touch, okay? Every little helps with something like that. I'm sure you all agree. But yeah, that was great. Any other football clubs that would like to get on the video? More than happy to come along and get involved with a little training session and just bring some awareness to your club and your brand. And love to talk to the coaches about being a football coach as well. It's really important to remember the coaches too. Okay, so last but not least, when we move on from there, just one more football story. I have to bring up, don't I? That's come about. The referee, Mr. Coote, this week. Like, I know he's a referee and people might laugh at that, but poor fella. Hey, poor fella. He shouldn't do it. You know, he's done this video naively. Done a video, hasn't he? Talking, saying he Liverpool were crap in a game. He used a different word, and he called Jurgen Klopp a very bad word, and referred to where he's from as well, Germany. He just can't do it. I do feel sorry for him, honestly, because I feel like he's been set up or something there a little bit. Don't know why, whoever it is who's had that video for a while, don't know why it took them that long to release it. I don't know, something's happened there. I think personally, this is my opinion, something's happened there. He's upset someone, hasn't he? He's upset someone, and they've released this stuff, because there's then been a further video to do with him and drugs. Don't do drugs, kids, never. But yeah, look, as you can see, it just gets you in trouble. Nothing good comes from it, ever. So yeah, I still feel sorry for the fella. Like, he's probably going to lose his job, lose his livelihood. You know, he's got family and that to support, and so I can stand there and say, like, I hate Liverpool, I hate Klopp, I hate Man U, I hate City and all that. I can do that. Nearly everybody in the world can do that. But because of the position he's in, he can't, and he should have known better. Still human, though. Still human. Like I say, he's a referee. When he refs our games, probably think he's a bit of a tool. And that, he definitely has his moments, of course. They all do. Just doing a job and still human, and I just hope it's not too bad for him. It's like, the video's funny, isn't it? Let's be honest, the video's funny. The one where he's giving it that, not like any drugs one or anything. I haven't actually even watched the drugs one, I just know it's out there. But yeah. What are your thoughts on that, everyone? What are your thoughts? What do you think should happen to him, like long-term suspension or lose the job? I think, for me, although I feel sorry for him, I think he probably should be sacked, because you just can't do that. It's like in jobs that we'd all have. If you get caught in a job calling one of your clients all sorts of names, and what they've referred to as potentially racial stuff as well, just because you mentioned the country that the Klopp's from, you know, if that happens to anybody else in their own employment towards a client or customer or whatever, you're probably going to lose your job, aren't you? You're probably going to lose your job. Don't think that'll be any different for Mr. Coote, unfortunately for him. But yeah, I think he should come out and let us know he released a video, though. If the worst does happen to him, I'd love to hear from him, you know. Love to hear from him, and love to hear what's actually gone on there, and why those videos have all of a sudden come out. Something's happened, hasn't it? Something's defo happened in that circle for those videos to all of a sudden come out. But yeah. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I had to touch on that, didn't I? It's there. It's out there. It's massive at the moment. So let me know your thoughts, please. Thoughts in comments. Thoughts and comments on Everton. Our run coming up. The games we've just had. Beto or Calvert-Lewin or Brozier if he's fit. Dyche Out. Morton Football Club. Thank you very much for taking part. Really enjoyed my time with you all. Really did. It was fantastic. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and watching yourselves, kids. And Mr. Coote, what does everybody think? Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will be at the Brentford game next week. Please like, share and subscribe, and enjoy your weekend. Take care, everybody.